There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen mofo, ain't no time to slack, so just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother, just lay down your weapons and pick up another. 'Cause cooking is nice. What's up? 'Cause cooking is nice. Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three. Got all the notes, baby, like a treble clef. Cooking up this song like the naked chef.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be having a little bit of fun, going back in time to see my great relative Barrington, who's going to show you how to make a classic British pastry called apple turnover. They are amazing. You can get them from bakeries all over, but try and make your own and it's good fun. Really, really easy to make as well. So to get back in time, it's obviously going to be black and white. Your screen will not be playing up, it will be black and white. But we need to get some time travel going on. So there's no flux capacitor or 88 miles per hour here, people. We're in the kitchen, so we need a time machine, and I've got one. Get it? Time machine. So close your eyes, make a wish. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hello there. My name's Barrington, and welcome to the past. I'm Barry's great-great-great-granddad, you know. I know, I look the same, apart from the moustache. And I know what you're thinking. How are you going to get that off? And trust me, I'm thinking the same because it's actually a permanent marker pen. Now, I'm going to try my best to do my best English accent, but it might creep in a little bit of Australian, because that's what I do. But not intentionally. Anyway, good day to you. Oh, drop my hat. Let's see what we need. Okay, so, let's go Australian already, can you tell? So what you need, old chaps, is 4 apples, which we're going to peel and core. We're going to use a peeling device, okay? Very good. An egg. Some puff pastry. Now, ignore the packaging there. This is a simple puff pastry which you buy in the shops, okay? You don't have to make your own from scratch, ladies and gentlemen. Nutmeg and cinnamon for some flavouring. Butter, that is 25 grams of butter. And 75 grams of caster sugar. I've got a baking tray over here, people, and this has got butter on it with greaseproof paper to hold it down. I don't know if I'm going into sort of like a documentary style voice now, like in the wildlife in the jungle. But anyway, go with it, old chaps, and let's get cracking. The first thing we're going to do, I'm getting very excited, is get our pan with our butter and get our apples in there. Lovely. So let's go, old chaps. Righty-ho, people. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab a pan, right, and my butter. I'm just going to plop that old chap in the pan like that. Okay, and if you can see in the background here, I've got 4 apples, as discussed previously. What we're going to do is skin them alive, and then get the cores out and chop them up into slices. So let's do that, please. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 4 lovely apples straight from my orchard. Lovely. On the count of 3, we're going to peel them, core them, and slice them. Come on, do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So I used 2 modern devices, a peeler and a knife to achieve that. Now look at these cores, absolutely first class. Now we've got our apple slices there, and we're going to plug them into our saucepan. So let's do that, yes. Righty-ho then, chaps. So under a low heat, I'm getting my apples and putting them into the saucepan like so. Nice and gentle, easy does it, as they say. Now, you want that over a nice low heat for the butter to melt, and over 5 minutes, the apples should soften to give yourself a sort of strudel. Okay? Brilliant. Righty-ho, people, into the saucepan we're also going to add a little bit of water, which incidentally, it's in this Starbucks mug. Unfortunately, Starbucks isn't invented yet, but if it would be, it would be just be in a mug like this. So what we're going to do is just add it in the pan like that. See, just a little bit like that, and that will help to soften it, give a bit more texture to our stewed apple. In a moment, we're going to add our nutmeg and cinnamon and a teeny bit of sugar, but while that's happening, we're going to do something with our pastry, okay? Yes. Right, so with your pastry, which is here, obviously you can make your own, but we're way too advanced for that these days. What we're going to do is just get ourselves a flat surface like that. Actually, put a chopping board down, but just slam down your pastry like that, open it up, roll it out nice and thin, and boom, and there we are, a nice thin layer of puff pastry. What we're going to do now is cut this into 4 squares with a knife device. Cha-ching! And there you have it. That is exactly what we want, and this is how the turnover comes together. We put our apple in there, and we turn it over. Hence the name turnover, people. Right, let's look at the apple. Oh, it's bubbling away, it's getting softer. That's exactly what we want. We just need to add a little bit of sugar in a moment, and also work on our egg. You need an egg just to base the pastry. Lovely. Righty-ho then, people. Those apples are really starting to soften. So I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of cinnamon, okay? And the same amount of nutmeg. This is completely up to you. You don't have to add any if you don't want to. Also, about a teaspoon of sugar. Sprinkle that in like that. Doesn't that look gorgeous?
Doesn't that look gorgeous? That's almost sound Australian.
Okay, sorry. What we need to do is stir this together and you'll see the colour change. Now this is going to give it a really authentic appley taste. Lovely. Now these slices, as you can see, will break up quite comfortably now. And that will really give it nice texture when it's in your mouth, people. So just keep stirring that.
And we're going to work on our egg. We're going to crack that and you need a teeny amount of milk from your fridge or your local cow.
Absolutely fantastic. So I've taken the strudel off. We don't want it to get too hot and burnt,
because the sugar could make it stick to the pan and you'll get in trouble with your partner, you know. Get spanked bottom.
Right, in a minute we're going to put those in your parcels, but as I say, we need to get yourself a little jug or jar, something like that, and we're going to put the egg into the jar. Not literally, we need to crack it. The egg white and the yolk, yes. Now add your milk. First class. Now stir it round. And this will be your base to go on the pastry, to give it a nice good golden finish.
Here we are then, our milky eggy mixture. Lovely jubbly.
What we need to do now is get our apple mixture into the centre of our 4 squares. Ready then, steady, and go. Lovely jubbly. Now what we need to do is fold up a corner and bring it right over and tuck it down. What you need to do is wet the edge of each of your squares with a little bit of water,
and that will seal it better, almost like a super glue. Yes.
Righty-ho then, people. What I did was I skimmed a sprinkling of sugar in all the apple bits, folded them over, sealed them both sides with a little bit of water.
Do both sides, otherwise the apple could slip out underneath the bottom end, and you don't want anything coming out of your bottom end. Yes?
Okay, and what I've also done, I don't know if you can see, but I've made little end marks with my fork there to help the steam come out in the baking process. Speaking of baking, I've got myself a baking tray there with some greaseproof paper on it, you know. So put those onto there, please.
And then we'll dust it with our egg into the oven, a little bit of sugar on top. Bob's your uncle.
There we are then, people. They're on there. Had a bit of fun and games there. Thought it was a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, but as you can see, what I'm doing now is using this very modern brush to actually sprinkle the egg and milk mixture on top. This will make it nice and golden and make it look quite sexy, actually. What I'm going to do is get a bit more sugar and just sprinkle that on there as well. And it'll give you a lovely sort of crystally sugary finish. Lovely jubbly.
What we're going to do now, shove those in the oven for about 25 minutes till they're golden and brown. This is black and white TV, but I'll let you know when it is golden brown, okay? Cheers! Righty-ho then, people, there in the oven for 20 minutes. Remember, when you take them out, you'll be tempted to bite straight into them, but do not, because you'll get yourself a very, very nasty burn on your lip. It's me, Barrington, saying goodbye. I'm going to shake the time machine. You'll go straight back to Barry now, so you can see what it looks like in colour. Fantastic! I'm off to play croquet with my friends. Goodbye. Hi guys, welcome back. It's been 20 minutes. Let's get those bad boys out of the oven. Smelling amazing. Guys, I knew Barrington wouldn't let us down. Let's have a look at this. Amazing. Look how golden brown and risen they are. The pastry's looking good. It's smelling great. Nice sugary crispy coating. Remember what he said though, don't bite into it straight away. You'll burn your lip just like those ones you get from McDonald's. Put them on a wire rack tray to cool down for a little bit at least, and then serve it with ice cream, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can let them cool down completely and eat them cold. So anyway, give it a couple more minutes. We'll put them in a bowl, see what they taste like. Ship-ow! Here we go then, guys. I'm just breaking into it. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. It comes away nice and easy. A little bit of ice cream with it. Sorry, this is quite difficult to do left-handed and one-handed as well. Look at that. See that? Still a little bit hot. Woo! Wow. That is amazing. If I can make that, well, whoa. It wasn't me that made that. It was Barrington, remember. Absolutely anyone in the world can. Remember, I started with a poached egg. Get inspired, people. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on. If you want me to try a recipe, get in touch. But I will see you again next time. Cheers!
High five!